on, B Stav Fishing Nation? It is Wednesday, May 15th, I believe. I may be wrong. I may be right. But it's raining. And you know why it's raining? Because I worked Monday and Tuesday. And on Mondays and Tuesdays, now that I'm back to work for the last 5 weeks, beautiful. My buddies are sending me pictures of my boat, holding up fish behind my boat and all the fish they've caught. And where am I? I'm working. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I'm putting some money back in my pocket. But Wednesdays through Sundays for the last 5 weeks have not been very fishable weather. 10-degree drop in water temperature, cold easterly, northeasterly winds. This week we're going to have gusts coming out of the east-northeast up to 40 miles per hour. I can't win. So anyway, I'm doing a video on a company I've been seeing out there. I've been seeing their products out there on some other videos and looking them up, social media, whatnot, little Google search, perusing and cruising through their website. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with this company. And I'm sure some of you have seen them on some of the other videos, YouTube creators that might be promoting their products. And now I am very, very happy to announce that I'll be doing the same thing. And I'm not one to just start pumping stuff out with other companies because, there's a lot of flash in the pan type of companies out there. And I try to be American company based, though that's not always the easiest thing to do because so many companies have taken their production overseas. But this company here is an American-based company, and they're based out of Destin, Florida, fishing mecca of the Florida coast. And their products are incredible, and I cannot wait to put one to practical use. So the company I'm talking about is the Sword Company, S-O-R-D, Sword Fishing Products. They sent me a new knife to check out, try out. Told them my biggest species that I fillet most often is flounder, and we're going to give this a shot. So I have 7-inch fillet knife. It's called their Flexy fillet knife, and I spoke with their representative, who I now consider a friend, Connor. I said, listen, this is what I do. This is kind of what I use. This is how I fillet flounder. I fillet flounder a little weird. Sometimes I think what I do is I make it a little more intricate or involved, harder than it really needs to be. But it was the way I was taught to fillet flounder initially, and it's just the way that I've filleted flounder my whole fishing career, right? But the whole time I've caught flounder. So, but this, it's a world-class fishing product because it says so right there. And I'm going to tell you something. I've checked out their other products online. World-class fishing products. So let's check this puppy out. Let's open her up. See what we got. Already, I like the fact the way it's packed. Guys, are you kidding me? Look at this thing. So carbon steel blade, right? Got basically like a gun grip, non-slip metal gun grip. Really nice composite scabbard. Little hook on the back, right? And that's tight. That's real tight. So that's not popping off. How many times you go to... I've had my pliers and fall off my belt buckle, or not my belt buckle, off my belt, off my hip all the time. This isn't going anywhere. This is stout. This thing's not moving. Super, super durable. Locks in, right? So using my thumb, little push, pops out. Listen for the click. Ready? Locks in. Okay? It's not falling out. You're not losing this knife. This knife isn't coming out of the scabbard accidentally. And I'm going to tell you why that's a good thing. Guys, this thing is ridiculously sharp. Okay? This knife is ridiculously sharp. I can't wait to get out flounder fishing and catch a keeper finally. Something that I could actually put a fillet knife to. I've caught one so far on opening day with Big Ed. That's been it. That's been it. This past Monday, my buddies went out, slayed the flounder. Where was I? I was slaying the bugs because I'm working with my buddy doing exterminating. So let's check this knife out. I cannot wait to put this thing to use. Okay, I want to keep this scabbard somewhere where I can get to it because this knife is not to be played with. Okay, Sword, S-O-R-D, not S-W, S-O-R-D. Okay, swordfishingproducts.com. I will have a link down below for you to go shopping and to check out their website. Guys, understand they are kind enough that if you're spending money, I'm going to get a very, very nominal commission. And I'm not looking to get rich here by any stretch of the imagination. I'm looking to have fun. I'm looking to expand my horizons in this world. But I'm not going to just jump on board with anybody if I don't believe in them, okay? I have to believe in something. I have to believe in a company. I have to believe in a product. And I wish I had a tomato. You ever see those commercials with the knives and they get a tomato and they're like, right? They go right through the tomato. Guys, you realize I stay way up here because you're going to cut yourself if you don't take this knife seriously, okay? Also, on that respect, what are you more likely to get cut yourself, right? Using a very sharp knife, precision knife, or a knife with a dull blade? I'll wait. A dull blade. You are more likely to cut yourself using a low-graded steel dull blade knife. You got to keep your stuff sharp. This here carbon steel doesn't need a lot of attention on this blade. And you can over sharpen a knife and not make, and I don't mean make it too sharp. I mean, you're going to over constantly trying to sharpen it. And if you don't know what you're doing and you're not using a good steel and you're not using a good sharpener, you will destroy that knife and you might as well just throw it out because it's worthless. It's a worthless piece of metal. This is not. So I'm going to try to do a little close up here. I am being very careful, but check this thing out. Loving it. This is their 7-inch Flexy blade. I'm not even pushing this down on my hand. We'll push this down on the scabbard, okay? But if you look, it's got some flex, right? I don't even want my fingertips near it. It's got some flex, but not too much, right? There's nothing worse than a flimsy blade. I was a little, I actually questioned my friend Connor from Sword. I said, I like a pretty stout blade. I like a blade that really, it'll flex, especially when I'm trying to skin a fish, no matter what it is. But I don't want something that's real flimsy. And this is their Flexy, and this isn't that flimsy. I'll tell you what, I'd love to see what their stiff blade is, because this is got just the right amount of flex, especially by the tip. And that thing is still straight as an arrow, okay? Sharp. Let me grab a piece of paper. Give me 1 second. I know you're not supposed to do, everybody does the old paper trick, right? And actually, it's one of the easiest ways, fastest ways to dull a knife, right? Messing around with paper. But I want to show you just how sharp this knife is. Stick around. Sword. It's what's for dinner. Oh, like, subscribe, B Stav Fishing. All right, guys, let's check this out. I want to see just how sharp this knife is, okay? I cannot wait. I'm telling you, I got to get out on the water. Guys, today it's raining. It's Wednesday. It's raining. It's going to blow tonight. Tomorrow, on and off rain. The wind's going to howl into the weekend. Next Monday and Tuesday, upper 70s to almost 80 degrees by Tuesday. Hazy, hot, and humid, right? I can't win. Well, all right, let's give it a shot. I'm so nervous. Are you ready? Like, subscribe, say your prayers to the man upstairs. Let's see what this knife's got to offer. Jesus. Holy mackerel. And I was going the other way with it. Guys, are you kidding me? Wow. It's pretty sharp. I cannot wait to put this knife to practical use. That will be one of my next videos. I hope I'm going to have to bring the knife with me everywhere I go, every time I go out fishing. I just got to catch a keeper now, right? I'm telling you right now, if I get a sea robin, I think I'm filleting a sea robin. I might even, if I get a skate, I might get some skate wings. I think they're like, I don't know, $10 a pound in ShopRite. But anyhow, Sword Fishing Products, S-O-R-D, right? Sword Fishing Products. You will have a link down below. You also have the links to my Instagram as well as my Facebook. So let's be friends on social media. Instagram, B Stav Fishing. Facebook, B Stav Fishing. Swordfishingproducts.com. Check out their products. And I will let you know. I will do another video basically on this beauty. Guys, I don't even want to drop this thing because I'm afraid I'm going to stick myself in the leg with it. It's sharp. If you're scared of a sharp knife, you have no business having a knife in your hand, okay? Be scared of a dull knife. A dull knife is going to get you cut. But carbon steel does not need to be over sharpened. It's going to hold an edge a lot longer than your regular stainless steel blades. In the event that you do need to hone this and sharpen this, okay, they have 2 incredible sharpeners on their webpage, and I bought myself one. I have all these different sharpeners. I even have whetstone, and I used to, actually, my sharpest knives have come from using my whetstone that I've had for years. But it takes a while. You gotta have to constantly use an oil. You really need to watch what you're doing. You can easily ruin a blade, and it's a mess. Check out this sharpener I got from Sword Products. Don't move. Listen. It's not coming out. And nor should it. Nor should it. Alrighty. Guys, check out this sharpener. It's called their Warthog. It looked like I should be a scientist in order to use this. And I'll tell you what, when I first looked at it, I was a little nervous, right? I was a little skeptical, and I was kind of scared. It's intimidating was the word I was looking for. I was intimidated. But when I tell you this thing is so badass, and it's simple. I have it set, okay, down below. I have it set. You set the degrees. I have it set to 20 degrees. And basically what you do is you run your knife down through here. These spread. Okay, you have your knife guide. These spread as you're running straight down. So you're going to run straight down here. I'm not doing it with this knife. It doesn't need to be sharpened, right? So you run your knife straight down. It's got tension, spring tension. You run it down a couple times. Then you actually flip these guides, these sharpening honing sticks down. You flip them, right? You go from the actual grit side to a steel side. And I can't even tell you the edge that this just put on one of my old fishing knives that I used the other day. And it was an old Gerber knife. And I'll be honest with you, there's a reason it's an old Gerber knife. And it sits on my bag just in case I forget a knife. But I never use it, and I used it. And yeah, I was pretty let down. So I just sharpened it though, and you know, for what it's worth, it's sharp. It's a low grade knife. So the days of having low grade knives are over, especially when you're trying to get quality fillets out of what you're harvesting. But this is their Warthog sharpener, and I'm telling you, impressive. Easy to use and impressive. And I did some of my kitchen knives with this the other day, and sharp, real sharp. So let's put this away. Guys, I'm telling you right now, you get what you pay for. And if you think you're going to get a quality fishing knife, fillet knife for 20, 30 bucks, might have been somebody's $60, $70, $80 knife that you bought at a yard sale, because you're not finding quality at that price, okay? check out swordfishingproducts.com. The link is down below. I can't wait to put this to practical use, and I will make a video filleting, hopefully a 22-inch flounder if I can ever get out. I might have a 22-inch flounder. I might be doing the video in the rain because that's just the way my season's going, but I cannot wait to get out, use this thing in the field, on the fillet table. Swordfishingproducts.com. Tell them B Stav sent you.